There will be better days. 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 Let the wave wash over. There will be better days. There will be better days. There will be better days. I am already. There will be better days. There will be better days. Let the wave wash over. There will be better days. There will be better days. There will be better days. Let the wave wash over. There will be better days. There will be better days. Let the wave wash over. There will be better days. There will be better days. There will be better days. I am already. There will be better days. There will be better days. Let the wave wash over. There will be better days. There will be better days. There will be better days. Let the wave wash over. There will be better days. There will be better days. Let the wave wash over. There will be better days. There will be better days. There will be better days. I am there will be better days. Let the wave wash over. There will be better days. 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 There will
Welcome to chapel. I'm the Reverend Sofia Betancourt. It is my privilege this semester to be serving as our acting president, while our beloved president, Rosemary Brain McMatt, is taking a well-earned sabbatical. I want to welcome all of you to this space, to a time when our spirits can dance with one another, where we can connect to each other, to be held in the cauldron, in the spiral, in the dancing of life that exists at Starr King School for the ministry. I want to remind you, as our slide said, to please mute your microphones so we can make a joyful noise in worship and still hear what is happening in chapel. And I also want to let you know that we record Chapel. You can probably see that red light in the upper left-hand corner of your screen. And I want to remind you of this simply so that if you do not want your face on a recording, a piece of which might be used for something or other in the life of the school, please feel free to turn off your camera. We know that your heart and spirit dances with ours, no matter how we see you on Zoom. If you will, take a breath with me. Make space for your spirit to enter into worship as we gather again with this promise that there will be better days, and that in the meantime, we are here together with one another to dance through the formation and the spirit of our lives and living. Be welcome, be blessed, be home, beloveds.
I kindle the flame of our white candle as a reminder that the evil of our days knocks more frequently on some doors, and as a symbol of the power of love to transform violence, to ease suffering, and to bless our dying.
Join me, if you can, in lighting a chalice or a candle wherever you are, holding ourselves and each other in the uncertainty, and saying together the words of the Starr King, chalice lighting. With the kindling of this flame, we reaffirm our commitment to accept life's gifts with grace and gratitude, and to use them to bless the world in the spirit of love. I'll invite our student body president, Matthew Waterman, to light the red candle.
Yeah. I like this red candle, which symbolizes the abiding reality of love and the shared work to restore the human community and the earth to wholeness and to harmony. Now, I invite you to leave your mics muted, but to sing along with us in the song, Ain't Gonna Let Nobody Turn Me Round. This song is shared with permission from the author as we invite those around us to do the same in our communities, in keeping in our presence and our heart at Starr King, knowing that we actually do the work of reaching out to those that we wish to borrow their music.
Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around, turn me around, turn me around. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. I'm gonna keep on walking, keep on talking, marching up to freedom land. Ain't gonna let no hatred turn me around, turn me around, turn me around. Ain't gonna let no hatred turn me around. I'm gonna keep on walking, keep on talking, marching up to freedom land. Ain't gonna let racism turn me around, turn me around, no, turn me around. Ain't gonna let racism turn me around. I'm gonna keep on walking and dancing, keep on talking and rolling, marching up to freedom land. Ain't gonna let no jail cell turn me around, no, turn me around, no, turn me around. Ain't gonna let no jail cell turn me around. I'm gonna keep on walking and fighting, keep on talking and praying, marching up to freedom land. turn me around. I'm gonna keep on walking, keep on talking, marching up to freedom land, marching up to freedom land, marching up to freedom, praying to the land.
Thank you, Reverend Sophia, for that amazing recording. Our reading this morning is We Need One Another by George E. Odell. It's from Singing the Living Tradition. It's number 468. We need one another when we mourn and would be comforted.
We need one another when we are in trouble and afraid.
We need one another when we are in despair, in temptation, and need to be recalled to our best selves again.
We need one another when we would accomplish purpose and cannot do it alone.
We need one another in the hour of success, when we look for someone to share our triumphs.
We need one another in the hour of defeat, when we might endure and stand again.
And we need one another when we come to die and would have gentle hands prepare us for the journey.
We all our lives, we are in need, and others are in need of us.
We need each other. We need to have our sense of community. We need a space that acknowledges that these are difficult times. We need room as we pursue our own ministries, as we hold so many. We here in community need room to be held ourselves. And so I invite you to join me as your heart and spirit are able. And if what you need is simply to rest and listen, I invite you to do that as well. Into a time of prayer, into a time of holding community together in ways that can only be done in this type of space. We will begin with prayer. We will be blessed with song. And during that musical time, I invite you to share in this sacred space through the vehicle of our chat. All that lives, the hopes and dreams, the possibilities, the concerns, the losses, all that is live with you, that is ready for sharing. And if what is ready for sharing is silence, we will hold that as sacred as well. When that music finishes holding us, we will breathe into silence briefly together, to hold all that is holy, to hold all that is shared among us. Will you pray with me? In the name of all that calls us forth into being, God of many names, many understandings, and one embracing love. For the lands and airs and waters and trees and even fires that bathe this sacred planet. For the greatest potential among all life, including our human living. In the knowledge of our ancestors, the strength of our communities, the possibilities of our human living, we gather in sacred time and space, with all that invest our lives with knowing, with depth, with possibility, with struggle, with loss, with meaning. We bring our fears, our anxieties, our hopes, our successes, all that is new and becoming into this vessel, into this holy dance that lives between us as we hold and create sacred space together. We bring our lives to the formation of our ministries. We bring our accountability to all that calls us forth into being. We bring our faithfulness, the wisps of our hope, to the troubles of these days, to the loss of loved ones, to the insecurity of jobs, of our very air, to those among us who have lost homes, beloveds, well-being, security, possibility, a sense of self and knowing. We bring those wisps of hope to our prophetic voices as we lift the need for justice, for the wholeness of our living, to the streets, to the courtrooms, to our prayers, to the voting booth. As we invest a sacred unknown in our learning, in our classrooms, in our teachings, in the simple act of bringing one another close, even while physically we are distant. May you know the necessity of your being and your ministry. May you be held in those moments when life can feel hard to bear. May you be protected when you are in danger. May you be kept holy, healing, healthy, and known. May something larger than your experience know you and call you forth by name in these times. Replete with the knowledge that this community believes in your leadership, believes in your living, invests in your possibility, and holds you close. In hard times, we are one another's greatest nourishment. May you always come here to this space, to be held, to be known, and may we expand the seeds of this prayer in community, in the written word in our chat, held by the graces and skills of Li as they bless us with song. And may we hold all that is lifted in this container that we build together, in this holy dance, in a silence that comes from song, in a wordless knowing that calls us into being. May we share in comfort together.
Comfort me, comfort me, comfort me, oh my soul. Comfort me, comfort me, comfort me, oh my soul. Sing with me, sing with me, sing with me, oh my soul. Sing with me, sing with me, sing with me, oh my soul. Speak for me, speak for me, speak for me, oh my soul. Speak for me, speak for me, speak for me, oh my soul. Dance with me, dance with me, dance with with me, oh my soul. Dance with me, dance with me, dance with me, oh my soul.
For all that has been held in this space, in word and music, in silence and breath, we give thanks. And we hold sacred all that is too tender, too new to share. May our joys and hopes and dreams and possibilities be held in community. And may we and all those whom we love be blessed. Amen. Ashe. Blessed be.
Thank you, Reverend Sophia. Thank you, Lee. Can I just take a moment to look at all of humanity in the beauty and diversity that is so true. Wow. And little ones, oh, hey, little person with Helen. Hi.
This is Henry.
May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart inspire you to live your highest values. Alice Walker is a local spiritual elder, beloved author, and activist. In her poetry book, Hard Times Requires Furious Dancing, we discover that she is the youngest of 8 children. 5 of her siblings have died, and just like you and I, Alice intimately knows the challenges common to the human condition. Especially in these times of war, poverty, environmental devastation, and greed, she laments that sometimes it feels too much to bear. If you agree with Alice that these times are almost too much to bear, wave your hands in the air. Whoo, I see you. I see you. Despite the heavy load, Sister Alice Walker writes, though we have encountered our share of grief and troubles on this earth, we can still hold the line of beauty, form, and beat. We can dance. She says no small accomplishments in a world as challenging as this one. Giant size, life-threatening uncertainties is one piece of our individual and collective challenges. You or someone in your household may be asking, will I ever work again? What will become of our education system? Will the fires cease their raging? Has our voting system ever been fair? Sister Walker suggests that dancing is essential to maintain the balance between the joys and sorrows of our living. Through writing Hard Times Requires Furious Dancing, Sister Alice remembers and extols the practice of dance in the daily lives of our African American ancestors. Dance was a pathway to soften the knots and ease the stresses that plague the body after bending over the plow or hoe on a slave driver's plantation. If dance is not among your spiritual practice, I encourage you to add a move or two I dance, I move every day. These uncertain times require furious dancing and fierce spiritual practices. In addition to dance, I offer you a piece of wisdom from James Luther Adams. James Luther Adams, affectionately called JLA, was a Unitarian parish minister, divinity school professor, and the son of a Baptist itinerant preacher. Some days, James accompanied his dad and took along his violin to play along with the hymns. There was a time in James's life when he totally rejected anything that sniffed of religion. Then the undeniable knock came on his heart, the call to ministry, and he scampered off to Harvard Divinity School. James is said to have loved the story of David and Goliath. Anybody out there know that story? A few academics. Young David, an Israelite, volunteered to fight Goliath, a supposed 9-foot giant who was in the Philistine army. On his way to fight the giant, David was armed with his slingshot, and as he traveled to the battlefield, he gathered 5 smooth stones from a riverbed. With wooden slingshot in hand and stones, David defeated Goliath. If you believe this story, wave your hands in the air. Okay, not so many as first time around. It is said that James Luther Adams used this story to illustrate how his liberal faith saw him through times in crisis. He speaks about David's 5 stones like this. Stone number 1 is truth. What is true today may not be true tomorrow. Thank God for that. Stay awake, stay alert. Something new will be revealed to you. Stone number 2, choice. Relationships between people are built on mutuality and persuasion, not coercion and power. We choose to be here now. We choose who we love and how we love. We define our own agendas. Stone number 3, justice. As moral beings, we lead and lean into fighting for, being with, nurturing just and loving communities. We are called to constantly ignite love, a love that calls in all people, all people. Stone number 4, action. Thinking we are good and well-intended is not enough. Good things do not just happen, beloveds. Human beings, like all of us, make good things happen. We are all called in our own ways to act. And last but not least, the 5th stone, a stone of hope. We trust and believe that things will continue to change because things have changed. We, each of you are the proof of change, and we are all the resources for change. Giant uncertainties, yes, absolutely undeniable. And we can dance. We have choice. We each have each other. We can take action to grow justice and love. We can stay hopeful. And together, nothing is impossible. Ashe and blessed be. Now is your turn to reflect, share, and connect. Pretty soon, Matthew Waterman will place on your screen an invitation into a breakout room. And there I invite you to have some conversation, share around this. Share one way, one practice that helps you get through a hard time. One practice that helps you get through a hard time. After, you'll have about 8 to 10 minutes to share. Following the sharing, there'll be another piece of beautiful music that was created just for this moment by Li. They are awesome. You'll be returned to the bigger gathering with some music. And the title is Come Back, Come Back. So please look for your invitation to a breakout room and enjoy connecting, reflecting, and sharing with each other.
Come on back, beloveds. Come on back. Come on back, beloveds. Come on back. Come on back to each other. Come on back to now. Come on back to yourself. Come on back every how. Come on back, beloveds. Come on back. 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 Come on back to your body. Come on back to now. Come on back to your breath. Come on back every how. Come on back, beloveds. Come on back. Come on back, beloveds. Come on back. Come on back to uncertainty. Come on back to now. Come on back to the mystery. Come on back every how. Come on back, beloveds. Come on back. Come on back, beloveds. Come on back.
Thank you, Li. We are grateful for your musical gifts, for that breath of possibility that you offer us in song. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome back, beloveds. I realize that I need to make some space for our beloved Matthew to share a few announcements.
Thank you. And thank you all for this time together. What a blessing all of you are to my life. Speaking of blessings, we are also blessed with Pastor Jacqueline Duhart, our Director of Spiritual Care. She is available to accompany Starr King students on their spiritual journeys. If you are interested, please contact Pastor Duhart for details. Her email is in the chat box. Sessions are at no cost to the students. And with that, I invite back Reverend Dr. Sofia Betancourt.
Thank you, Matthew. As we head out of sacred space and sacred time together, I want to invite us in the way that dance is simply a posture of body, a movement, to either embrace the flame, if you have lit a flame. I am taught by one of my teachers to put that which you are holding close to your heart in your left hand, as you are able, or to simply place your hand on your heart. If I can invite you to place the other toward the screen. May we be reminded of how we share energy and blessing and possibility, how we share song with one another, even though we may be muted and listening to one primary voice. In hard times, may we dance, yes. May we also reach out. May we connect with one another. May we invest in the possibility of all that is good and hopeful. And when there is loss, may we know that this community holds us and carries us into being. As we extinguish our flames, may that sacred spark come within our bodies to be carried until we meet once again. Amen, beloveds. Go in peace. Go in love. Blessed be.
There will be better days. 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 Let the wave wash over. There will be better days. There will be better days. I am already. There will be better days. There will be better days. Let the wave wash over. There will be better days. There will be better days. There will be better days. Let the wave wash over. There will be better days. There will be better days. Let the wave wash over. There will be better days. There will be better days. I am already. There will be better days. There will be better days. Let the wave wash over. There will be better days. There will be better days. Let the wave wash over. There will be better days. There will be better days. Let the wave wash over. There will be better days. There will be better days. I am there will be better days. Let the wave wash over. There will be better days. 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 There will be better days.